Hello students, welcome again to the new lecture of the engineering chemistry course. As we are continuing with the unit 5, organic reaction mechanism and introduction of drugs. In the last class we have discussed about the addition reactions, in which we have discussed the details of the types definition and the types of addition reaction. We have discussed that addition reactions are of three types, that are the electrophilic addition reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction, and the free radical addition reaction. In our previous class we have discussed in the detail about the mechanism of the electrophilic addition reaction and learned about the Markovnikov rule. Today we are continuing with the addition reactions. In the today's class we will learn about the nucleophilic addition reaction, mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction, and specifically the nucleophilic reactions in the carbonyl compounds. So let us begin with the nucleophilic addition reaction. So first of all, what are the nucleophilic addition reactions? A nucleophilic addition reaction is the addition reaction in which nucleophile forms a sigma bond with the electron deficient species. That means these are the reactions in which the attacking species is the nucleophile. So when we write down the simplest organic reaction in this form, where the reagent attacks on the substrate molecule, resulted in the formation of the addition product. So the nature of the reagent here is the nucleophilic. So this nucleophilic reagent attacks on the substrate, and as in our previous class we have discussed that in case of addition reaction, this substrate molecule must have the unsaturation. That means it must have the double bond or the triple bond, so that the addition on that substrate molecule may takes place. So if the reagent is of the nucleophilic type, so the substrate must have the electrophilic carbon center, so that the nucleophile can easily add on to that. Okay, so carbonyl compounds are the best example of this type of reactions. So basically, what are the nucleophilic addition reactions? The nucleophilic addition reactions are those reactions in which the nucleophile attacks on the electrophilic carbon and add on the nucleophile on the electrophilic carbon center. These reactions are considered very important in organic chemistry, since they enable the conversion of the carbonyl compounds in various kind of compounds having variety of the functional groups. So these are the very important class of addition reactions. So now by definition we are very clear about the nucleophilic addition reaction. These are the reactions in which the reagent is the nucleophile and the substrate molecule must have the double bond in which the carbon atom has the electrophilic center. That means the carbon atom possesses the partially positive charge. That is why this nucleophile can easily attack on the electrophilic carbon center. Carbonyl compounds, that means ketones and aldehydes, are the best example of this type of reactions. Now, question comes, why do carbonyl compounds undergo in nucleophilic addition? Why it happens? Because in carbonyl compounds, the carbon-oxygen bond is polar. This bond is polar due to the higher electronegativity of the oxygen atom. That is why this bond is polar. The electron density is higher near the oxygen atom due to the higher electronegativity of the oxygen atom. This leads to the generation of the partially negative charge onto the oxygen atom and the partially positive charge onto the carbon atom. Since the carbonyl carbon holds a partially positive charge, it behaves as the electrophilic center and nucleophile can easily attack on this partially positive carbon atom. That is why the carbonyl compounds shows the nucleophilic addition reaction. Next, coming towards the mechanism of the nucleophilic addition reaction. Generally, a nucleophilic addition reaction of carbonyl compounds involves the following three steps. First, the electrophilic carbon of the carbonyl compound form a sigma bond with the nucleophile. So this nucleophile attacks on this electrophilic carbon atom and bonds and forms the sigma bond with this electrophilic carbon atom. This sigma bond formation takes place between the nucleophile and the electrophilic carbon atom. The carbon oxygen pi bond is now broken. Now this bond is broken and forming the alkoxide intermediate. Due to the formation of the sigma bond between the carbon, electrophilic carbon, and the nucleophile, there is the formation of the alkoxide intermediate in which the negative charge is on the oxygen atom. So this is the alkoxide intermediate. In the third step, the subsequent protonation of this alkoxide yields the formation of the alcohol derivative. Now the proton from the solution attacks on this negative oxygen atom and forms the bond with the oxygen. This results in the formation of the alcohol derivative. So in all, the mechanism involves the three steps. In the first step, nucleophile attack onto the electrophilic carbon atom. Due to the attack of the nucleophile onto the electrophilic carbon atom, there is the formation of the alkoxide intermediate. So first step is the attack of nucleophile onto the electrophilic carbon atom. Second step is the formation of alkoxide intermediate. And third step is the protonation of the alkoxide intermediate and the formation of the alcohol derivative as a product. So this is the mechanism of the nucleophilic addition reaction in the carbonyl compounds. Now check your learning, what we have learned till now. Read the question on your screen, pause the video and think about it. Which of the following properties of the carbonyl compounds allows aldehyde and ketones to undergo nucleophilic addition reaction? First, polarity of the carbon and oxygen bond. Second, the size of the atoms. Third, the number of electrons present in the covalent bond. Fourth, the number of hydrogen atoms present. Think for it. Yes, you are right. It is the first option which is correct. That is due to the polarity of the carbon and oxygen bond, the aldehyde and ketone compounds shows the nucleophilic addition reaction. Now, next question come to our mind, that does carbonyl compounds reacts in the same manner with all type of nucleophile? Let us find out the answer of this question. The reactivity of the carbonyl compounds towards different type of nucleophile is different. Depending upon the reactivity of the nucleophile, there are two possible general scenarios. First is the strong nucleophiles, second one are the weak nucleophiles. So depending upon the reactivity of these nucleophiles, the carbonyl compounds reacts differently with both of these. Let us discuss one by one. First is the case where the nucleophiles are the strong nucleophile. What does it means that strong nucleophiles? It means these are the species which can easily donate their electrons. So these are the strong nucleophiles. These can directly add on to the carbonyl compounds to form the intermediate alkoxide, and then the alkoxide is protonated and final product is formed. For example, the nucleophile which are having the negative charge are considered as the strong nucleophile. These nucleophiles attacks onto the electrophilic carbon center of the carbonyl compound and forms the alkoxide intermediate, which on the protonation results in the formation of the alcohol derivative. For example, we take example are lithium, alkyl lithium compounds. These are the strong nucleophiles in which R negative and lithium positive, like this. So this R negative is behaving as the electrophile, and this R negative attacks on the carbonyl carbon atom, which is the electrophile. Similarly, all other these examples are the strong nucleophilic system in which the R group is now behaving as the negative atom, that means a strong nucleophile, or the negative ions, all the negative ions behaving as the strong nucleophile. And with the strong nucleophile, reaction taking place in 3 steps. First is the attack of the nucleophile direct onto the carbonyl carbon. In the second step, formation of the alkoxide intermediate taking place, and in the third step, formation of the final product, that is the alcohol derivative, is formed. So generally in the basic condition with the strong nucleophiles, the carbonyl compounds undergoes in such type of reaction. So we must remember the carbonyl compounds undergoes in the nucleophilic addition reaction with the strong nucleophiles in presence of the basic medium in the 3-step reaction. First is the attack of nucleophile to the carbonyl carbon atom, second is the formation of alkoxide intermediate, and third is the formation of the final alcohol derivative as a product. So in the basic medium with the strong nucleophile, the carbonyl compounds shows this type of reaction. Various type of strong nucleophiles are here. Now, what happens with the weaker nucleophiles? The weaker nucleophile requires that the carbonyl CO bond be activated prior to attack of the nucleophile. That means before attack of the nucleophile onto the carbon center, which is the electrophile, the activation, prior activation of this carbonyl group is needed in such conditions. This can be done using the acid catalyst which protonated on the Lewis basic oxygen. That means in presence of acid catalyst, this oxygen is protonated, which makes the system more electrophilic. Hence, the weaker nucleophile can now attack on this electrophilic carbon atom. Let us take the example. In such type of system, acid catalyst is used. So, the proton of the acid catalyst is reacted with the oxygen of the carbonyl group and forms the bond with the oxygen. So, this is the protonation of the oxygen of the carbonyl group. This is the first step. In this step, there is the partially positive charge onto the oxygen atom. Due to this partially positive charge, now oxygen attracts the electrons of these bonds. Therefore, this carbon is now more electropositive. Okay, this becomes more electropositive due to the electron deficient oxygen atom. Why oxygen is electron deficient? Because due to the attack of the proton on this oxygen, now this oxygen attracts the electrons from here. When electrons moves away from the carbon, this carbon now behaving as a strong electrophile. Since this is now a strong electrophile, so this can easily attract to the nucleophile. Now this nucleophile attacks on to the carbon atom now. So in the next step, there is the formation of the bond between the nucleophile and the electrophilic carbon atom. And in the last step, in presence of the basic part. Now this H is removed. Okay, now when this H is removed, finally alcohol derivative is formed and this H is removed in the solution, which is the acidic solution as H plus. So in the acidic condition with the weaker nucleophiles, always nucleophilic addition reaction taking place in these steps, in which first the protonation of the carbonyl oxygen takes place. Now when the protonation of this oxygen takes place, this carbon becomes more electrophilic. So in the second step, the nucleophile, which is the weaker nucleophile, attacks on this electrophilic carbon atom and sigma bond is formed between the nucleophile and the electrophilic carbon atom. Now in the last step, this proton from the nucleophile is removed and finally alcohol derivative is formed. So these are the weaker nucleophiles, some of the weaker nucleophiles. All are the examples of the weaker nucleophiles. So you must remember, in presence of acidic medium or in presence of the weaker nucleophile, first the protonation of the carbonyl carbon oxygen atom takes place and finally the alcohol product is formed. Now, one point you must remember while discussing the nucleophilic addition reaction. The carbonyl group has a coplanar structure and its carbon is sp2 hybridized. In case of carbonyl compound, when we are talking about this type of carbonyl compounds, this carbon is the sp2 hybridized. Structure is the coplanar. While when this nucleophile attacks on the carbon atom, this results in the breakage of the pi bond. The carbonyl carbon is now sp3 hybridized. Okay, so this type of reaction results in the conversion of the sp2 hybridized carbon atom to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Next question comes to our mind, that is there any difference in the reactivity of aldehyde and ketone towards the nucleophilic addition reaction? Is there any difference? Yes. Reactivity of aldehyde and ketones are different with the same nucleophile. Why? Two important reasons behind this are: two factors determines the reactivity of the aldehyde and ketones towards the nucleophilic reagent. One is the steric factor, second one is the electronic factor. So let us consider the first factor, steric factor. In the aldehyde, the relatively small hydrogen atom is attached to one side of the carbonyl group, while a larger R group, alkyl group, is attached to the other side of this carbonyl group. However, in ketones, R groups, both the alkyl groups are attached to the carbonyl carbon atom, both sides of the carbonyl atoms. Thus, steric hindrance is less in case of aldehyde. When this nucleophile tries to attack on this carbon atom, it feels less steric hindrance in case of aldehyde rather than the ketones. So, the steric hindrance factor favors the attack of nucleophile onto the aldehyde first. That is why, as per this factor, the aldehydes are more reactive towards the nucleophilic addition. Coming towards the second factor, that is the electronic factor. Electronically, aldehydes have only one R group attached to the carbon atom. The R group are can easily supply the electrons towards the carbon. Now we know that the carbonyl carbon has the partially positive charge, while oxygen has the partially negative charge. In aldehyde, one R group is attached, which compensate the electron deficiency of the carbonyl carbon atom, which is the electron deficient. While in case of ketone, there are two R groups which can supply the electrons to the electron deficient carbon atom. Okay, so the greater amount of electrons being supplied to the carbon of the carbonyl group here, the less partial positive charge onto the carbon atom, and the weaker it will become as a nucleus for the reaction, because greater is the electron deficiency, greater will be the reactivity towards the nucleophile reagent. So the aldehydes are the more reactive while the ketones are the less reactive. Both the factors, steric factor and the electronic factors, favors the aldehyde to become more reactive towards the nucleophilic addition reaction. These are the examples of the nucleophilic addition reactions with the carbon nucleophile. So we are only discussing here the nucleophilic addition reaction in which the electrophilic center is the carbon atom. That is why we have done only with the carbonyl compounds nucleophilic addition reaction. So we are discussing here, or we are citing some examples for the nucleophilic addition reaction of the carbonyl compound. First is the reaction of the hydrogen cyanide with the carbonyl compound or the ketone, formation of the cyanohydrines. I request all of you to write down the mechanism of all these reactions so that you can practice for these all type of reactions. Second reaction with the Grignard reagent or with the alkyl lithium compounds. Try to figure out the mechanism of all these reactions. Third is with the weak nucleophile, that is reaction with the primary amines and the secondary amines. So please, I request you all that try to figure out the mechanism of these all types of reactions. These are with the strong nucleophile and also with the weak nucleophiles. Okay. In these type, one difference is also there, that in this both of these reactions the nucleophilic center is the carbon. Here CN attacks on the carbon, here alkyl group attacks on the carbon. So the nucleophilic center is also here the carbon. Second one, in this reaction the nucleophilic center is the nitrogen. So please try to figure out these mechanism of these reactions. Now addition of the water. This is also with the oxygen nucleophilic center O. Reaction with alcohol. Try to figure out, try to write down the mechanism of these reactions. Now time for check your learning. Read out the question on your screen. Propane and hydrogen cyanide reacts together by this mechanism. Mechanism is given below. Which statement about this mechanism are correct? First, cyanide is an electrophile. Second, it is an addition reaction. Third, heterolytic bond breaking is involved in this reaction. Think for all these statements. We will discuss the answer of this question in our next live class tomorrow. Now, what we have learned today, let us revise all these things. Today we are continuing with the addition reaction and started with the nucleophilic addition reaction. These are the reaction in which the nucleophile attacks onto the electrophilic carbon center. Nucleophilic addition reactions are the characteristic reactions of the carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds are the ketones and the aldehyde compounds. Then we have discussed about the mechanism of the nucleophilic addition reaction, in which we have discussed the mechanism with the strong nucleophile and the weak nucleophile. And nucleophilic addition reaction in the carbonyl compounds we have discussed. We have also learned why the reactivity of the aldehyde and ketones are differ with the different type of nucleophiles. So that's all for the today's class. Thank you. Take good care of yourself and keep enjoy e-learning at home. Thank you.